Yo, it's JSF. So today I wanted to talk about a potential moveset for Rambo, because I think a lot of people are like thinking that he's just gonna be, zoner, keep away, gunshot, gunshot, gunshot. He's gonna be the dead shot of the game. He's gonna be just like RoboCop. And I actually think different. And I actually went and watched 2 of the Rambo movies to get more of an idea of the character, get more of a feel for what his style might be. And after watching the second Rambo movie, I see a lot of potential. I see a lot. So let's just get into it. And again, if y'all like my videos, like my content, please subscribe to the channel. That's the only way I know if anybody's enjoying the content. But anyway, so Rambo is obviously not in the game yet, but I wanted to showcase some other characters that have moves that I think will be similar to moves Rambo might have, or moves that may fit his character. So if you watch the trailer, the Combat Pack 2 trailer, you see Melina, you see Rain, you see them fighting, then you see Melina trigger a trap and jump back. So I think that was obviously intentional, just like you see Rain teleport, and we'll talk about Rain eventually. You see Melina jump on Rain, start biting them. You see them do things that are in character, and I see, Rambo has a trap laid out. Melina gets out of the way, but I think this is something that'll be in his playstyle. Probably similar to Aaron Black's Nether Beast trap, but probably better. Probably more like, I don't know, like more of what we saw in the trailer. Probably like, I'm thinking like Hunter Predator, right? Like Hunter Predator, who had the trap you lay on the ground. If you step on it, you get hung up by your ankles. Like, I'm thinking traps like that, or possibly even some different traps. I can see Rambo having a command grab. I'd be shocked. There we go. I'd be kind of surprised if he didn't. There we go. Why is that so hard to do? Yeah, I can see Rambo definitely having some type of a command grab. I don't think he's gonna be the super keep away man that that a lot of the community is expecting. Because I know a lot of the pictures, right? The maybe trailer footage you see, the imagery, the posters, you always see Rambo with a huge gun, right? You always see him with the M60, or he's on the AK or a rocket or whatever. You see Rambo with some huge gun, but Rambo's iconic weapon is his knife. Rambo's iconic weapon is his knife. So he might even have some Kano style buttons, honestly. I wouldn't get so hung up on thinking that he'll have just a ton of guns, and I'll get to the guns and stuff, because he's gonna we've seen the M60, right? But the thing is, if you look at there's one screenshot that we have of Rambo gameplay, and if you look at that screenshot, and I'll put it on the screen right here, you see his knife, right? And this may be a throw animation or something. You see he's got the bow and arrow on his back, but you don't see a giant gun anywhere. You don't see the M60 anywhere. So maybe the giant gun comes out, or all the guns come out, and like fatal blow, or fatalities and stuff like that. But he's got some potential with all different kinds of moves. He could also have a parry of some sort. I think he definitely would have a counter. I think he would definitely have a counter, possibly a command grab. I think he'll have some very interesting moves, some traps. I think he's gonna be more of like a tricky character. I don't think Rambo is gonna just be the most. I don't think he's gonna be difficult to play. I think he'll have some similarities with characters like RoboCop, not in the sense of zoning. Let's just talk about RoboCop and Terminator for a brief second, just for a brief second. We'll talk about these characters for a little bit, because these are both guest characters, right? Both guest characters, both 80s movie icon characters, right? So they're in a similar vein. Obviously they're different. Terminator's literally a fucking Terminator. He's a T-800. RoboCop is a kind of dead man in a robot suit. Rambo's more of a just human being, but a super soldier, basically. Think of Captain America without the moral compass. But with RoboCop here, they did a lot. Like they got just some gunshots, so we got some of that. But then we have some moves like this, which is a really creative move, where you shoot and the bullet ricochets off the screen. This is really creative and really cool. It's not in a variation, sadly, but it's still a really cool move. Like, it's thinking outside the box, right? this move also is, I could see being like a form of a trap, right? It's not like a conventional one. RoboCop shoots it out at you or whatever, but I could see, you know, Rambo laying something out on the ground. I think Rambo could have an interesting aspect to him as well. Like maybe he lays down traps that you can't see, right? I think Rambo, like we don't have Reptile in this game. We do have Spawn's invisibility, but I won't show that. But I think Rambo will have some sort of camouflage move. I don't want to say invisibility, but like he's really good at camouflage and like, you know, in the forest type terrains and areas like that. Like there's literally a scene where he's in the movie where he's like completely covered in mud and like pretending to be a part of a wall, and you literally don't see him until he jumps out from behind and grabs the person. So I think that's another move we could potentially have, like an invisibility camouflage type move. There is a point where he uses a shotgun, but I don't know if we'll see too much of that. But I wanted to talk about Terminator for a little bit, because Terminator is another character, right? Look, he's got a shotgun. He's got a shotgun. Well, is it forward throw or back throw? Forward throw. He's also got a rifle, right? He's got a rifle, he's got a shotgun, and that's not the only movie he uses the rifle in. But I'm like, Terminator's got 2 guns, and he's the farthest thing from a zoner, right? So I don't want people to get super caught up in thinking, oh man, he's just gonna be, look, he sweeps you with his rifle. Like, you know what I mean? And Rambo could butt you with his gun. Like there are other ways to go about this. Like you don't have to, just because you're using a gun as your weapon. Like I kind of miss the Aaron Black in MKX where he literally swings his rifle at you like a baseball bat. I kind of miss that. I think that was like really cool. I think that was really cool and really interesting. There are a couple more characters I want to show and talk about a little bit. So anyway, I think Rambo will be a little more like some of these characters, including Nightwolf. He does have a bow and arrow as well. Rambo does, but here's the interesting thing about Rambo's bow and arrow. In the movie, right, in the second Rambo film, he has regular arrows with his regular bow, but he also has explosive arrows. So he can have a move where he shoots an arrow into the sky, rains down, and has an explosion. That could be a really cool, unique move. Like I said before, you can have command grab style moves. You know, I could see him having to move something like this. Like I think we're gonna get something much different than what we expect and what we might think. There's some other moves that I want to talk about a little bit. There is a scene in the movie where where Rambo uses a rocket launcher. Well, he uses a rocket launcher a few times, and there's a lot of promo imagery with it. So don't be surprised if you see a rocket launcher. He uses grenades once. One mechanic that I think would be really cool that I don't know if NRS will do, but could be really interesting, is if he has a weapon steal mechanic. A big thing in the Rambo movies is him getting, like, you know, behind enemy lines, him getting captured or whatever with just nothing, just him and his knife. All he's got is him and his knife, and he ends up picking up other weapons along the way. Like he finds a gun, he finds this, he finds that. You know, he makes it work with whatever he's got. I think it would be a really unique and interesting mechanic. Like say Rambo takes Nightwolf's axe, and now I can't use axe attacks for 5 seconds or something like that. You know what I mean? I don't think it'll actually happen, but I think it could be a really unique and really interesting mechanic. Like he takes your axe and he swings it at you. You know what I mean? Or maybe you don't get it back until he uses it or something. I don't know. I think that could be really cool, along with the camouflage mechanic. The camouflage mechanic, which I expect, right? Maybe not full-on invisibility like this. Maybe not full-on invisibility, but I do expect like basically the way Reptile's invisibility used to look in the old games, where it's just like camouflage until you EX it, then that's when you fully disappear. I could see a move like that happening. I think people were thinking, oh, we're gonna get Deadshot, we're gonna get RoboCop. I think we can get a character that's more like some of these characters are more like Snake in Super Smash Bros. Like just kind of more unique, like more covert ops, you know, military style. That's why I think similar to Nightwolf, like he could have a command role, like Nightwolf has spear tracks. He can have a command roll or something like that too. I can see a lot of potential. Even Nightwolf's got a knife back there somewhere. But yeah, I just wanted to talk a little bit about Rambo, about his potential move set, what he could have, what he could be like, because I think people are getting super caught up and thinking like, oh man, this is gonna be another dude with a gun. We don't got enough of those, and I totally get it. But just remember, Aaron Black is a dude with 2 guns, and he's not really a zoner. Terminator's a dude with 2 guns, and he's not a zoner at all. You know, so when you see Rambo with the giant gun, don't think that that's his only, you know, that and the bow and arrow. Don't think that he's gonna be super zone you out, man, all day. I think we'll have some interesting moves. One of his fatalities is definitely gonna be him shooting you with the explosive arrow. They have to do that. It's a really cool scene. But yeah, man, I just think I keep saying RoboCop. I just think Rambo could be a really interesting character. I was not excited for Rambo when he first was announced, I'll be honest. I was like, Rambo of all people, I was like, Melina and Rain, yes, cool, great, I'm happy with that. More ninjas the better. But I was like, Rambo, I don't know, man. And I saw the trailer and I was like, eh. And I was like, let me watch the movie and see. And then I watched the first movie and I didn't see that much. You just see some traps, a little bit of fighting, and you know, Rambo's got good hand-to-hand combat. He can fight, that's no question. But it's more of just him being human man with weapon, you know. But then I watched the second Rambo movie where it's literally all action non-stop, you know what I mean? And I was like, holy shit, this dude's got some potential, you know, from the grenades to the traps to the arrows and explosive arrows to the potential camouflage. You could even give him a prone stance where he lays way down on the ground, like hiding like he's in war. You know what I mean? I don't like low profiling moves as it is, but I think that could be really cool. Like I said, kind of like Snake. Like, you know what I mean? I think they can get really creative and really interesting with Rambo's moveset. But hey, what do you guys think? You guys think he's going to be another boring zoner because, you know, NRS loves him some zoners? Or do you think they're going to get creative and unique? I think they can. Like with the RoboCop move where he shoots at the screen, there's a lot of instances where NRS gets creative with designing moves, so I think they can. I just hope he's interesting. I hope they patch this game and fix it, but I hope the characters are interesting as well. But that's about all for me. Like I said at the beginning of this video, if y'all like the content, subscribe, helps out a lot. Appreciate everybody for watching though. I'm gonna look up some old Rain, maybe play some MK9, play some Rain and Melina in those games and see how I feel about those characters again. See maybe if I can see what their moveset will be. Rain sounds really interesting in this game, sounds very different. And with the fact that we have a Rain move in the game and a Melina move in the game, maybe they'll get really interesting, unique too. But who knows, we'll get to those characters next time. Anyway, I've been JSF, I'm gonna be up out of here. Y'all stay safe, have fun.